Ah, gentlemen, my friends, how are you? I am doing amazing, doing wonderful. Hammerhand, the big Tao monk. What's going on, homies? How y'all doing out there in TV land? Good to see y'all one more again. I guess I can lose these. Don't need those. Yo, man. Yo, I'm going to jump back up here in the beginning of this and see what's going on. Thanks for tuning in, guys, gals, whoever's doing it. I appreciate you. As always, my shit over here on this side done froze up. Of course it did. Fuck me. Lazy Wastelander. Oh, yeah. Can't wait. Can't wait for what? I wonder. What are you talking about? Chris Sherman. Yep. G.I. Joe. Well, I had to. Billy the Goat. Thundercats. Yo, it's Thundercats. Ho. But I like yo better because ho kind of throws me off. So fuck them bitches. No hoes. Spiga. Is it Spagas? Spega? Yes! Finally caught the Chillstream. What's up, gentlemen? Riff Magos. Master Wrench in house. At Hammerhand. I'm out and about, brother, so I can't make the live stream, but I sent you some PayPal love. Hey. Thank you. Thank you, Riff. I know that that's not easy to come by, brother, and I appreciate the hell out of that, man. Like I said, 1, 5, 10, it don't make a difference. I'm just happy that somebody is willing to contribute. And I appreciate that very much. Spega. Gonna have a thick cut ribeye and some steak fries just in time for the stream. Man, that's a good way to put it down, too. You listen to this bullshit, it'll come right out. Nice and easy. Tim Elgato. Yo! What's up, fellow MGTOW brothers? Not a thing, man. Just chilling. Jim McIntosh. Gonna have to rewatch. Jim, what do you mean you're gonna have to rewatch? What's wrong with you? You gotta catch it live, brother. You catch it live while everything's going down. Penny Pounder. Damn! I thought I'd be the first this time. Guess not. Quadrajet King. Yo! Tim Elgato. Yo! Yo, man. Jose Marquez. Hammer. What's up, man? Jose Marquez again. Yo, man. Yo. You see him? You got him. You see him? Yeah, you do. D-Man 50. Yes. Duality Reality. Ah, my old friend. How are you? TikTok. Rib Grunt. Oh, yeah. Let's get it. Sir Yeetus. Warband member. In his house. Let's go. My fire stuff. Hello, man. How you doing? Lone Star Savage. Hell yeah. It's almost hammer time. Damn. Is it really that time again? You got to sit here for a couple of hours and listen to me belch shit out? Don't do that to yourselves. Turn away. Beyond the Pale. Yo, man. Yo. What's up? MGTOW Life. Gents, Master Wrench. MGTOW Life. Viking MGTOW. 1 a.m. and the coffee is ready and the mighty hammer on YouTube. Oh man, that's a mess. That's a mess. You just begging for a early morning diarrhea visit. You know how it is. Preaching shit all day long. Phil D's. Makes me queasy to say that. Hello, friends. Rib Grunt. I wonder if Hammer would get a strike for dressing like MC Hammer and dancing to his music. Well, I'd only get 1 or 2 steps in before the stream got canceled for crimes against humanity. So, yes, I'd get a strike. Sir Yeetus, I have no way to hold on to you, Hammerhand. To get a hold of you, Hammerhand. Got an email address. Yes. Hold on. Let me put that motherfucker up. And it should be up. Now, I'm up in the chat a little bit, so I won't see that come up. Oh, man. My fire stuff. There's another worthwhile Hammer time on YouTube too. Steve, I'm going to fuck this all up. Dudaklian from Beto's Leatherworks. Don't know that one. Rib Grunt, baggy pants and all. Hell yeah. David Smith. If I wanted my comments removed, I would watch Coach Craig. Thanks, mods. Who's removing comments? We shouldn't be removing no comments. Let me get over here. I see. I'm only seeing some of you guys on the Streamlabs there, but I got to get over here in my YouTube shit and check this one out. Actually, no, I should be seeing all of those. Hold on 1 second. Give me a second. Well, yeah, I'm getting all of those too. So I don't know what's up with that. Yeah, it's not us. Yeah, mods, unless somebody's just being an outright fuckwad, yeah, don't remove comments, please. Pretty please. If you guys see something that I don't see and you know that it's clear and present heresy, go on ahead and remove it. Smart ass comments I don't care about. It's all good. I read them anyways. Psycha Soap. Master Wrench in house. What's going on, bro? Hey, brothers, it's soap. You're damn right it is. And I just got done with some soap and a shower. One thing I didn't do. Let's bring it out. Oh, man. Oh, look at it. It won't be long and I'll be on the North Pole. Knocking motherfuckers out. Come on, man. Look at that. Why are you preening? Shut the fuck up. Oh, yeah. Thinking seriously about never chopping this bitch again. I kind of like it. Duality Reality. Bad Santa at Hammerhand. Oh, man. John Gorsica. Did I get that right? I think I got that right. The hammer brush. Freudian slip, I'm sure. My fire. And we went and got fucked all up. So there it is. Toy throwing beardy head. The time is near. I comb my mane all the time. But of course you do. You know, you're a man. You take pride in yourself. And you don't give a fuck about what bitches want. And they want clean faces. They want you to look feminine. And they want you to look like a baby. So that they can come up. So cute. No. Psycha Soap, FDA, retard talking about blow darting unvaccinated. What the fuck? Yeah, these people are off their fucking rocker. They're off their rockers. These motherfuckers are out there. You got sitting members in your Congress and your Senate inside your government talking about how they're going to hurt you if you just Don't voluntarily get your ass in there and get stabbed with some fucking FDA approved poison. No thanks. I'll take the zero. The double zeros that fit in my gun. Yeah, those. Duality reality. My 3-year beard keeps women away. Thank you. Thank you, sir. That way we can work on knowledge and philosophy. If you are into surrounding yourself with your childhood, like I am, then we do that too. If you want to get a nice motorcycle like Master Wrench MGTOW Life, you can do that too. You want to sit around and data mine and data collect like many of us do. I won't name you. You could do that. Life is good. Only if you make life good. Living legend, guy wants to blow dart black people. I didn't know nothing about that shit. John Gorsica. Nailed it. Pronunciation, Hammerhand. I fucked it up the second time. That's what you get for giving me compliments. Hang on 1 second, gents. I'll be right back. I have some introductions to make. Oh, man. I figure, being is that we have a wonderful little life here, and it couldn't get, well, in my opinion anyways, too much better. I figure I would show off the newest additions to the wall. Not that wall, because there's too many to count. Y'all know about this stuff. The Rock Viper. Now, as Vipers go, you know, I thought it was a little on the unoriginal side. I really did. I thought that. And then I thought to myself, well, it's better than the Dino Hunters. Remember that? Remember that bullshit? Remember the neon colors? The day-glow orange guns? You know, so that kids wouldn't get the idea to go shoot one another or get shot by weird cops. You know, Tipper Gore, the PMRCA. You remember all of the war picketing that there was outside of Toys R Us, Child World, Lionel Play World? These were one of the last ones that actually made it into the line that wasn't a piece of shit, that wasn't completely fucked up. So we have added the Rock Viper to that collection, that monster, without, being immodest, probably one of the best collections in the United States of America. And I'm not joking. Took a long, long, long time to get this shit squared away. And every piece of it I love. Every piece. Do you think that would be possible with somebody laying in that bed with me? I'm not telling you that you can't go get yourself a female, that you can't be friends. Well, I'm telling you can't be friends. Fuck that, because you can't be friends. You're either in her or you're orbiting around her, waiting to get in her. Got another one. I ended up with 3 of them this past 2 weeks. Now, some of us, get that corner up there, tease you a little bit. Oh, little pickle tickle. No, I'm just kidding. I don't do that. Now, when you think about snow characters for the Joes, who do you think about? Come on, put it in the comments. Snowbound characters. Who works in the Arctic? Put it in the comments. Let me see. I want to see if somebody can get it. Come on now. Hit that thing up. Smash that like button. Oh, man. Let me get on the boob tube here for a second. See what's up. 42 watching. 42. It's a slow night for Hammerhand. That's what happens, though, when somebody strips off 38,000 subs. 27 likes. Well, I'm going to make it 28. I'm going to like my own shit. How about that? 42 of y'all in the house. 27 Fonzies. Hey, we can do that. Come on, who is it? You don't know? No, Ryan Donahue, Snow Job. You kind of close. Kind of close. The Casual Critic, Snow Serpent 2, Ice Viper. Uh-oh, you're not really casual. Ding, ding, ding. We got a winner, though. Got 137 watching. From where? Maybe I think my stream is all fucked up on here. I bet it is. Oh, 139 watching. Damn. 91 Fonzies. Hey, that's better. Ah, that's better. Let me fix this motherfucker. Yeah, there we go. Who said Blizzard? Who said Blizzard? Oh, man. Blizzard. Check them out. Get that damn ring light off of there. There he is. Blizzard. That's the second addition that we got to the wall. The good wall. Not the other wall. Not the other wall that's splattered with human remains, gynecomastic debris. And the last one. It's an oldie but a goodie. It's the exact opposite. Doesn't deal with snow and cold, but heat and fire. Tim D, yo, Hammer. Yo, man. What's going on? I'm just going to show you. Barbecue. Oh, man. It's amazing. Ain't he amazing? Barbecue. Firefighter. Look at that. And that will be added to the wall. There's 3 of them. Of course, I went out today to get some tacks so that I could tack them in the wall and came back with a whole bunch of shit and forgot the tacks. It is what it is. Psychosoap. Heat miser. Wrong. She's throwing shit all over raining on my fucking parade. Soap. Anybody wants to get in here and holler, be my guest. Let me get a set of headphones here. Hang on, gents. I'll be right back. Me. Let me see. I'm going to pull them speakers out. That way I can hear, just in case some crazy son of a bitch wants to actually come on here and say what's up. So the board is open. Come on in any old time you want. Link is in the chat. I'll put it in there one more again. There it is. Got it. MGTOW Cowboy. I'm going to try to call in. Well, come on. Blake Abernathy, Vodafone UK. I don't know if that's compatible with this or not, but maybe you could give it a shot. It's all good. Dante Calhoun. Yo. Y'all, Atlanta in the house, chilling with our favorite Hammer. Thank you. You know, I got to tell you, sometimes this YouTube thing, this notoriety game, it's kind of a game. It's not for me, but the other day when I was at work, I said to my service writer up there, I said, I'm going to go out and grab a drink, you know, and I see you there, cowboy, hang tight. I said, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to grab a drink. And I went across the street and I got myself a drink. I picked up one for a coworker. Typically, any coworker that's closest to me, I'll ask them if they want a drink. And I'll buy them a drink. 94 cents. It don't take much to make motherfuckers happy. It really don't. So I'm coming back across the street. Now I have to look obviously left and right. To my left is the highway. To my right is a stop sign about 250 feet down the road. And motherfuckers are always blowing through that stop sign. So I see this truck coming up there. And it rolls up real slow and stops. And I stop on the sidewalk. And I'm just looking at him and I'm waiting for him to advance, right? And they just sit there. And I'm like, cool. So I start to go. I go get across the road. As soon as I get to the little roundy part, like where you have the driveways that come down and it rounds out to meet the road. As soon as I get to the little roundy part there, this truck pulls in behind me and I hear, "Yo, Mr. Hammerhand." I'm holding 2 fucking drinks and I'm like, oh God, please don't let this bitch have a gun. So yeah, somebody recognized me on the street the other day, and it just so happened that it was our very own Buck Fitches. And I said to Buck Fitches, I said, "Hey man, what's going on?" And I was waiting for a "Who the fuck are you, you piece of shit motherfucker." It didn't work out that way. So I saw you, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And I had to pull over and say hi and shake your hand. I don't normally roll up on people like this. And I'm like, that's all good, man. I appreciate you. Now that you know where I work, don't sell me out. And that's always a constant deal with people that are out here and about. I fully expect doing this that I'll be recognized. I fully expect that somebody is not going to like that and they're going to try to get my job taken from me. Would it work in this particular field? Probably not. Would they try? Yeah, they would try. Uh-oh. Where'd you go? Cowboy, where'd you go? You left. Davina Duckworth, Hammerhand in real life. Sometimes I'm just kind of a dope. You know how it is. D-Man 50, that was dope. Saw the photo post. Yes, sir. Look, man, it's always nice to have somebody kind of recognize you a little bit. And I don't mean like boost you. I don't mean like that. But only if it's a positive thing, man. Now if somebody rolled up and they said, I kind of got a bone to pick with you, man. Let's talk about some things. I'd be okay with that. I would be. I'd be down for that. But how often does that happen? It seems like with some folks, it's all or nothing. You can't have a friendly disagreement. You can't even disagree vehemently. Of course, you can't disagree vehemently with these people and expect to retain any type of working relationship. They don't want that. They're not having it. You must do what they tell you to do. Excuse me, gentlemen, while I get some of this Big Blue. Cheers. Damn. Still got the toothpaste taste in my mouth. That's fucked up. That's nasty. Hold on 1 second. Gang, let me get this chat back up going here. 172 of y'all in the house. Watching a senile old man go crazy before your very eyes. Oh, shit. And we did, of course, we did not do exactly what I wanted to fucking do. Okay. Let's put that back up there and... So you tell me, what are we going to talk about tonight? What are we going to talk about? You want to talk about politics? It's not exactly what I want to talk about, but if that's what's on the roster, we'll talk about it. You want to talk about life in general? You want to talk about the hardships that come with being a man? You talk about the way that everybody glosses over us and calls us this, that, and the other, and has no self-awareness towards what they are and what they do. We do that too. False flags, shootings, bad parents, man, got some shit. MGTOW life has Vention fled home. Of course, it fucking moved. So sorry. From the hospital yet? No. I spoke with Vention yesterday. gents, I don't like to try to tell the future. Unless something remarkable happens, Vention is not leaving that hospital. So that's what I have to say about that. With kidney failure, with renal failure, you typically end up in a semi-state of consciousness. And with cancer on top of that, and the pain medication that's going through him, it's difficult to stay coherent. It's difficult to form a solid thought. And in Vention's case, he has terminal cancer. It's just that simple. And with major organ systems shutting down, that's not getting better. It will only get to a point where they have to increase his dosage of pain medication, most likely morphine at some point, and then the drugs are going to take his life. I have no issues with the way that Vention has done business. My man was, well, he was a man all the way to the end. If you think for a second that somebody going through what he's going through is doing it for notoriety or doing it because they don't know any better, that's just wrong. It's incorrect. Anybody can say you should have done this, you should have done that, you should have done the other. But what he said was, I'm going to do this way. Vention lasted a year and a half longer than what he was given. You know, the way that he took it, the route that he took, he had approximately, based on statistics, the exact same chance as going through chemotherapy, 17%, given what he was going through. And he outlasted a lot of people. And he went a year and a half longer than what he statistically should have been able to do. Massive respect. I have nothing but respect for Vention. Nothing but respect for cats like Success Pool Endeavors, MGTOW Life. These men go through these things. We just lost Archangel from Liberation Y not too long ago to that. Paul Proteus from Health Ills. If you think that health and mental health with men is a fucking joke, then I want to see that you're a card-carrying, feminist, Marxist, communist, cocksucking piece of shit member, because I know that you are. Physical health and mental health for men is as bad as it is because we kind of need to be kept that way. You think about all of the things, the systems, everything around the planet that runs on manpower. It's not person power, Justin Trudeau. It's manpower. It has been and always will be manpower. You can throw a couple of broads in there, you know, and fuck your whole production up. Now, if they've got the talent and they got the tools, that's your Ghostbusters quote for the day. We got the tools. We got the talent. If they've got that, guess what I'm doing? That's what I'm doing. Absolutely shaking my fucking head saying, yeah, man, go get it. But they typically, in these demanding fields, don't last long. It's not because they're unworthy. It's because they don't have what we have. We have a blessing and a curse. We have testosterone. Oh, yeah. The juice of the gods. Let me get back up in these comments just a little bit and say something. MGTOW, he's a fighter. Yeah. Well, fuck yeah, he is. Till the very end, man. To the last breath. And I got the impression, well, let me back up off of that. I was given the impression by him that he was in a place where he was completely content with his life. His affairs are in order. There are no more T's to cross, no more I's to dot. No loose strings. Vention is ready. He's ready. He's ready to go and become a part of that greatest cosmic unknown. He's ready. And I hope that when it's my turn, that if it's drawn out like this, that I have the grace that this man has had. I hope so. JR, heart goes out to him. Absolutely. And he knows that. One thing that I can say is that Vention is aware of all of you. He knows that your outpouring here is for him. It's not for grief. It's not to be mad at cancer or a choice or a decision. That all of those things are for him. He knows that. He knows that. He's aware of that. So thank you from me to you, from him to you, for being magnanimous enough, even when you disagreed with something that Vention had to say, for still recognizing the fact that the guy was on your side. He was and is on your side. John Gorsia, without AI, it's a man's world. Future shock. Yeah. Tak Dabo, I've been dealing with major depression since the age of 6 after being adopted by an abusive woman. I've been coping with worsening depression in the 8 years since she passed, but she haunts me. That is terrible. That's terrible. But she's not here now, right? She's not here now. Look, brother, I'm not trying to be cold or mean. What's in your head can be controlled by you. You see, there's no spirit, there's no ghost, there's no dangling chains that are coming to visit you at night. Now your days are yours. Your future is up to you. Your present is up to you, unless you have some kind of a circumstance that you didn't mention. And that's not to put it all at your feet and tell you that these people that hurt you, that did you dirty, don't have any accountability. Typically, they don't own up to it, but we all know that it's different than that. We know that they've got accountability. It's hard sometimes for these people to take accountability. A lot of the time, it's hard for them to take accountability because they know what they did, but they were compulsive about what they did. They couldn't control themselves. Is that an excuse? Hell no, it's not an excuse. But is it a reality? Yes, it's a reality. So Tak Dabo, take control of your life. If you're in a situation where you can make a little bit of scratch, where you can make some money, if you are living outside of your means, pare everything down to the bare minimum. Everything. You don't need cable. You don't need internet. You don't need jack shit. Food, water, shelter, maybe transportation if you've got to travel to get to work. And there's an order in which you handle all of those if you have none of them. So get your butt out there. There's life to be lived every single day. Every day, every minute of every day. I was out there for hours today just enjoying it. I wasn't doing anything special. I was just enjoying life. And I hope that you can too, eventually. MGTOW Life, massive respect for Vention MGTOW. Yes, of course. You know, there will be people that come out here in the very near future. They don't even wait till the bodies are cold anymore. And they start talking shit and they start running their mouths. And they'll do anything that they can to try to hook dirtiness and failure to a guy like Vention. It is a supreme irritation to these people that there are a growing number of men out here who are rethinking the way that men live life. They can't deal with it. You know, the whole red pill, blue pill, they're stuck in a position where the only way that they can live their life is to try to make sure that you don't have one. That's not my problem. That's not your problem. That's their problem. And the only distance that I have with me and them is that their shit doesn't bleed over on me directly. That's it. Otherwise, I'm not running around out there smelling the fucking 55-degree air like it was today. Picking up things, driving around, thinking about them. I'm not doing that. I'm not running around all day. Man, I gotta figure out ways to get them. Oh, I gotta get them. Fuck them. Fuck them. Fuck them bitches. It's the lowest form of bitch. There's all kinds of bitches, but that's the lowest form of bitch. Motherfuckers ain't even coattail riders. You know what I'm saying? They can't get close enough to you to ride your dick. They can't catch your coattails because you're moving too fast. They just sit there and sniff the fucking breeze trying to get a whiff of you. Have fun with that. That ain't my life. So, yeah, it is what it is. Kevin Compton, reclaim your brain. Well, that's an interesting one. At Nietzsche, I agree. Niches, not Nietzsche. I say conspiracy theorist because that is what we were all labeled as. Well, were. Every conspiracy, almost, save for a few that are so fucked up, nobody could believe them, has come true over the last 10 years, 15 years. Every single one. Alex Jones was right. Davina Duckworth, male sacrifices. Yeah. The world. Now, I'm not talking to you about the United States. The world depends on men to jump off of cliffs on command. No. I have respect for people that have done things in the past, even present day, that require courage, that require heart. Even if those things were misguided in my eyes, in my view, just me, I still have respect for them. But I can't continue to respect people that continually do the same fucked up shit over and over and over and over and over. And if you know your history, the United States has been at war for about 220 of its 245 years. Something like that, right? I don't think that actually works in the 4 years that Trump was in office when he didn't start any goddamn wars. So, it's very clear to see how the world operates. It's very clear that we are techno-barbarians. It's very clear. Not much different than feudal China or Japan or the founding of the wild, wild West. We just all have cell phones and big opinions now. MGTOW Life, I've explained my game plan to you at Hammerhand. I think I'll be okay. No guarantees. There are no guarantees waking up in the morning, brother. There's no guarantees waking up in the morning. But having that plan, having that action plan, improves your chances. It does. Sometimes listening to people that have actually been in there cutting and hammering on motherfuckers. Undead Chronic just got home. Hang on one second, gents. Maybe we can get Chronic on. Maybe. I don't know. Now, my man said that he just got home. So if he just got home and he's tired and he don't want to do nothing, I ain't going to push him. So, because I've been in that boat too, and it is what it is. So if Mr. Man wants to come on in there and holler, hit that link, Chronic, and I'll bring you right in, sir. And for the chat, I'm gonna hit you up one more again. There's that link. Island Hermit, did you see Australia is finally fighting back? They've been doing it for a long time, bro. There's no guarantees. 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 There's no guaran They've been doing it for a long time, for weeks now. It's just that they can't, your mainstream media and your tech conglomerates can't keep this imagery away. They can't keep this imagery away from the masses. So, yeah, I've been paying attention to it for a while. France, England, Germany, they are all telling them to fucking kick rocks. And when the time comes, if we have to do it here, which I think for me, it's already past time, it should be happening here too. But because Americans have such a spirit, as far as Fauci says, ouchie Fauci, you Americans are just too independent. That's what that motherfucker said. Interesting. David Villan, you the man, Hammer. Hello from Niagara, Cuck, Canada. Oh, shit. Oh, man. Hello to you, but holy shit. Canada's in fucking trouble. What you need to see is Australia happening in Canada. That's what you need to see. Old Trudeau needs to be hung up by his bootstraps. Fuck that guy. Free Ross. War is old men talking and young men dying. Yeah, of course it is. Of course it is. It also keeps those young, testosterone-filled free thinkers pared down. It keeps the bushes trimmed. You know what I'm saying? You don't want too many of those free thinkers in the world because they'll free think your asses out of office. Believe that shit. Bend over. Trump isn't the pariah that people think. He never drained the swamp and started Project Warp Speed with the toxic vaccines. He also put Fauci on a pedestal. I know that. I'm aware of that. Trump, for all of the good that he does, is still gynocentric as fuck. My man.
What's good, Hammer?
What's going, sir? Hang on. I'm going to add MGTOW Cowboy real quick. There you go. Oh, shit. What's up,
yes, hello?
What's up, Cowboy? You been rounding up any fat piggies recently?
Hey, Cowboy, your mic's kind of off there, bro.
Oh, okay. Let me try to fix that. Can you hear me better now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great.
Yes, sir. So what's going on, gentlemen? What's going on?
Nothing much. Just dealing with shitty traffic. A bunch of people who shouldn't own cars, if you know what I mean.
I know what you mean, brother. I know what you mean. Hey, man, didn't Ribby just pop 28,000?
I think he's close to 20K. I think he might just hit 20K.
20K? Okay.
Which is beautiful.
I heard somebody just hit 28,000. So.
Well, these hoes out here hitting 280 million calories a day. I'll tell you. So I saw this one chick. I was driving, because it's standstill traffic, a little to the right. I couldn't tell where the bitch's arm started and her like side fupa, the underarm pit kind of fat. It just like pressed up against the windshield. I about puked in my 97 Chevy. It was a horrible time today.
God damn. My brother told me a little while back, he said he saw this bitch. He goes, bro, I'm not trying to be disrespectful, man, but this bitch was as big around as you are. And she was like 5 foot tall, man. I'm like, I just have nothing but fucking sorrow for these folks that have let themselves go to fucking hell like this. I understand being large and being overweight is not an easy burden to bear, but you have options, man. Options.
Mm-hmm. Well, when I was working at a high school job, I was working at Dunkin' Donuts and only be able to work 2 hours a day from 4 a.m. to 6 a.m. And at 6 a.m., there was a nurse who came in every day, like towards the end of my shift, to a drive-through, and she'd be like, pull up drive-through, I want a dozen vanilla cream donuts. Now, if you guys don't know what a vanilla cream donut is, the vanilla cream is like a little bit of vanilla flavoring in a tub of lard. Okay, I'm not even kidding. This bitch, by the time I even handed off the box of donuts to this bitch, she was already through 2 or 3 of them, just shoving it down the pie hole. And I was just, I remember the smell. They were old, like Honda Odyssey. She's like driving in her scrubs, barely holding it together. We need to get some NASA scientists to see what those damn scrubs are made out of, because that was the strongest tensile material I've ever fucking seen.
Holy God. Oh God, that's fucking revolting. What do you think about that, Cowboy?
Oh yeah, no. Sometimes I listen to Gerald Celente. I don't know if you ever heard of him. I think he puts it even better. He says, "Have you seen pigs fly?" And then everyone's like, "No." He says, "Oh well, then just go to the local airport and you'll see." And he comments on the same thing. Americans, we've kind of let ourselves go. And I mean, I don't know, especially women. I mean, I don't want to sound sexist, but we do judge women by their looks, I think, more than men. Yeah.
Okay, let's see. I pulled up the stats for this vanilla cream donut because she would eat 12 a day, 300 calories a pop. So she's eating 3,600 calories of donuts, 15 grams of fat. Okay, 12. That's like almost a tenth of a kilo. Let's just say that's like half a pound of pure lard this bitch is eating every day off these donuts. Good Lord. Yeah, no, but you're talking about women being large. They just keep on increasing in size. I think the average is like 5'4", 170 is the average specs on an American woman. Oh my gosh. Oh my. It's an apocalypse. An absolute apocalypse.
It's fucking hideous, man. Dante Calhoun in the chat. Hey, Hammer, what do you think about comedian Patrice O'Neal? He was dropping some red pills back in the day. I'll let Chronic go with that one. What do you think, Chronic?
Past my age. I'm gonna be honest. If he was dropping real red pills, you probably wouldn't know his name. But
what I think about guys, I loved Patrice O'Neal as a comedian.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the guy is a fucking banger. He is just awesome as a comedian. But he had a girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
She took all of his shit when he died. So you know what I'm saying? How red pilled can you be?
No kids
when you still get no kids.
No. Well, I mean that's
Patrice O'Neal was a diabetic. So
well, I mean, here's how I see it. It's hard for me to respect any kind of old school comedian that doesn't, because none of them stood up for new school comedians. Because real comedy, you got to be offensive. I haven't had one Comedy Central fuck give me a donation. So, like, I don't know. I don't really respect any kind of famous comedians because, I mean, I'll be honest, I consider myself better simply because they've never been banned from venues or banned from shows. But that's more of like an aggressive, like, fuck you kind of take. But, I mean, I'm sure he has some good stuff. I mean, it's, this is kind of a new age kind of content. But none of the comedians that you like who are still performing today, none of them actually care about the comedy environment. They got theirs, and then they bowed their heads down, let themselves get whipped like little cuck dogs, and followed the gunocracy. So the real comedians are the ones getting banned off of YouTube left and right.
Yeah, I agree with you. What do you think about that, Cowboy?
I was just about to chime in. I was going to bring up Bill Burr. If you guys remember Bill Burr, I thought his earlier content was amazing. But as time has gone on, if you've noticed, he's become a little bit more milquetoast. I mean, maybe
ask yourself why.
I was just about to surmise. So probably what happened is he's got a taste of the fame, and then why would you want to risk that once you become rich and famous? Maybe you want to back down a little bit. I'm not saying he's a sellout, but he can kind of come off that way.
Oh, he's a sellout. He's an absolute.
He's
sellout.
a sellout. I mean, look, same thing with Burr as with O'Neal. I love early Bill Burr. Now, I'm not talking about when he first started. I'm talking about maybe 6 years ago. Bill Burr was fantastic. As soon as Bill Burr got married, it was a different story. As far as I'm concerned, all of that shit that he was talking, all of that shit he was saying got tamped down real fast. And then when he started getting them Hollywood checks, it was in. It was over.
Yeah, no, I'd go even further than that. I don't know if you know, he openly endorses the vax. He says that everyone should get it, and he shies away from talking about VAERS and people having bad side effects. So he's part of that
if I
crowd.
had known that, I wish you'd have told me that to begin with. I wouldn't have wasted my breath on the rest of that.
Yeah, no, there's actually worse. For me, it's worse than that because you can shill the vax and not really understand what you're doing or whatever reason. But Bill Burr was on Joe Rogan's show and said, he's like, I don't understand. I just turn on the TV. I listen to what Fauci and the government tells me and I do it. It's simple. So I see Bill Burr. He is a soulless animal. He's not actualized. He's just going off his basic desires. Yeah, he got some black pussy. He put a ring on it. Congratulations, Bill Burr. Maybe you can get some of that black pussy juice on your head, make it extra shiny. But
I've never seen his wife though.
She's black. Not that
I knew that part.
I've never seen her
she
either,
looks very.
yeah.
You see pictures of him and her in public. It's clear who's wearing the pants in the relationship, right?
Yeah,
but
no,
he was
like
on
it,
Joe
to be
Rogan. He
honest.
said, "I turn on the TV and I do what it tells me to do." That tells me absolutely everything about the health of his testicles. They're gone. No testes. So I don't respect him in the least.
Rib Grunt in the chat. No such thing as a BBW. What do you guys think about that body positivity horse shit and the idea, the creation of a BBW, a big, beautiful woman? Is there such a thing, Chronic?
A big, beautiful woman is 6'4", 180 pounds, and crush my thorax with her thighs. Besides that, if she's just fat, nah. They're just fat.
Cowboy, what you think?
Oh, I think if a woman is above 180, she ain't a lady. She's a mama at that point.
I mean, again, like I said, she had to be like 6'3". Yo, if you're under 5'10" and you're anywhere near 170, we got a problem as a woman.
Now I can see there are a couple of girls on TikTok that one of them is a power lifter.
Mm-hmm.
And she's not like lifting to bulk out or anything, but I mean, she's clearly thick, but she's not fat. And she weighs in at 175. What would you think about those numbers?
Yeah. Okay, so that's a perfect example. How rare is that? That's rare. Most women at that height and that weight or whatever the BMI, they're going to have a lot of adipose tissue. They're going to be fat. What you're talking about is an outlier. Most women are not. They don't have that much muscle. So yeah, maybe that's more acceptable, but still that's not the that's the exception, not the rule, right?
Yeah, agreed, 100%. That's what I was asking. What do you think about that kind of lady? Is that somebody that you would go after?
She has strong pelvic floor muscles. Can she give you
Yes.
some healthy children? Then I'm cool
yes.
with it. I'm cool with it.
Yes.
Yeah, and then she's good. Now I'll say this though. For a woman to get to that kind of ripped, jacked, shredded, and big body status, I know a couple, not a single one doesn't take exogenous testosterone. So
Yeah, they're fucking flooded with drugs.
but that's most like actual legit bodybuilders, unless it's like they're permed natural, like they're in the natural competitions, they're going to be, juicing up too. But hey, like athletic women, if they're down to have a lot of kids, that could be very attractive body type. It shows discipline,
Well, they ain't having kids now, brother.
That's true.
Ain't nobody having kids now. So, what would you? Oh, hold on one second. Psycho Soap. Yo, Hammer, send Soap the link. All right, man. Soap, I'll put the link in here real quick. Come on in, and you'll be the last one that I add to this because I think three guests is just manageable enough. So, Chronic, what do you plan on doing here in the next week or so besides thought roasting?
Hoping to get some of the war story down. I'm working on that, like the epic novel. It's not gonna be like a poem, but it's like a battle epic. Gotten some of the art in. It's kind of nice. We're finally getting to the battle scene. There's like a cuck division. I say cuck division. They're basically a tax brigade. They're going to like collect taxes from villages, but these villagers are gone. So what's going on? Where do these villagers go? Well, the demon pigs are consuming them all. So they're going into a tavern at this point. And the reason why they go into this tavern is it serves, criminals, tax. People hate the tax collectors in this lore, of course, because they're little fucks, as in real life. But they got to be careful in this tavern because this tavern also serves green skins. So this is where the Cuck Brigade meets Ribby and Chronic. So I'm gonna have fun writing the bar fight scene with Ribby, slapping bitches with his tongue, puking on people. It's gonna be a good time.
Ribby's intro to his videos is fucking great.
Isn't it amazing?
Every time I watch one of his videos, I rewatch that opening like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, he's an animator. He did that himself, so it's pretty impressive. Oh yeah,
shit, I didn't know that. What's up, Psycho Soap in the house? Soap, you there?
I wonder if his name is off like the psycho scene and the shower scene, and like the soap the bitch is using. It's like that should be his intro. Oh, he's gone. I roasted him
just
too
dipped
much.
out.
He's gone. Oh,
No. Soap is good, man. He's not soft like that.
I know.
JC West Mall K Mali or Makali. I fucked that one all up. Overpopulation is real. Time to reduce the population from emerging areas. I don't know. What do you think about that, Chronic?
If you want to reduce the population, go talk to India and China.
No shit. Lion of MGTOW in the house. Lion, you want in? You want in, bro? Hit the link.
Get in here. I've been trying to collab with LOM for so long. It's like,
yeah, let's
me,
get this man in here. I want to hear about them Klingon bitches.
Oh, I love that.
If you want, brother, you don't have to.
I totally stole that from him. I'm not sure if he made it up or not, but I definitely used Klingon bitch in the title before.
Yeah, that's one of his, and that's been going around for a minute, and it was actually super fucking cool. I loved it. Timothy Sokol, Agenda 21, the Georgia Guidestones. What do you think about that, MGTOW Cowboy?
I've gotten to the point where I firmly believe in that. I think it's real. I'm not saying I agree with all of their points, but I think that the Illuminati exist. In fact, to a certain extent, I think that the Illuminati or the global elites or whatever you want to call them, I think they're very cognizant of MGTOW type ideals. In fact, I bet you a lot of them would secretly agree with us. They understand the true nature of females, but they just go in a different direction. They basically say, we should exploit this. Now that we know how women really are, we can sell them a bunch of crappy knickknacks, and we can get men to pay for it by enslaving them to the plantation, if you will.
Absolutely. Duality reality in the chat. Serial paint sniffers is my favorite LOM quote. I like the DNA dumpsters. That was one of my. I laughed my ass off the first time he said that.
I just like it when he says, "Give them nothing." That's my favorite part of him.
When that man says that with conviction, like he's already fucking hot talking about the video and the subject matter. That shit to me it's just powerful, and it means something. It has an effect. My brother, I speak about my brother from time to time. Lion was one of the first MGTOW content creators that he came across. And he said, I was watching this guy, and he referred to these motherfuckers as Klingon bitches. And I started laughing my ass off. And then at the end, he screamed, he was like, give them nothing. He was like, fuck, fuck. Yeah, so he was all over that shit. Perfect. Man. He loved it. Excuse me.
Oh, Hammer, have you heard my the 100 Years War Band song I put up on the YouTube channel a couple days ago?
Yeah, I did hear that. I actually liked that. I listened to it a couple of times.
That's perfect.
I can't wait for this. Yeah, it is, bro. I can't wait for this comic to come to fruition.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a fun one. We're finally getting to the point where, at least planning it, where it cuts off from Ruby's perspective and it picks up where Chronic's perspective, and that's where all the fan service starts, because half of the prison guards are very, very, very busty females. Trying to extract Chronic's isotope zinc from him.
I cannot wait to put eyes on this bitch. When this happens, man, you have got to make sure that we can buy a copy of this.
Oh yeah. Well, when it's done, I'll just send you the PDF, the PDF version. But I'm hoping to go on a couple, put on some ads, go on some streams, maybe get Young Rippa or some guy to review it. Because if I get a couple of those dudes to review because they're all big supporting the indie comics, the new comic kind of thing, and I'm not really writing it to be super political, MGTOW, red pill. There's definitely some themes, but we're trying to make it just an unapologetic love letter to masculinity. So everything that's not in comics today, gore, crude humor, sexy bitches, and just masculinity in general, it's going to be amplified. We're literally making it up for the rest of the comic book industry.
Yeah. Oh, well, I think just being able to tell a good story without having to toe a fucking line is something that a lot of people will just gobble up now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, all these what was it? The other comic book was it Comicsgate people are making tons of shekels off there, just not like super amazing, they're just decent stories, so
man, these guys, Comicsgate, what you would call Comicsgate altogether, it was Van Sciver, it was EBS that just released a deal where he said that Comicsgate has pulled over $10 million on independent comics. That is absolutely unbelievable. Let me strike that. It's not unbelievable now, but 10 years ago, 15 years ago, it was fucking unheard of. There's no way that was going to happen. But it just shows you how far the culture is in the toilet.
Yeah. Well, hopefully when we get the Chronicles printed out, we can get a nice little frame to send to you and get it in your live stream studio.
I would love to. I would put it in a prominent place, man, and make sure that it's seen. Absolutely. I mean, anything that I am like in effigy sort of kind of a part of, absolutely, I would put that up.
Yeah, we need to get like a variant cover, or maybe just some straight up two bitches shaking their tits in Chronic's face as he's blinded. Sign it, send it to you.
With a very unimpressed monk.
Just a hammer in the background, just like, what's going on?
That's fantastic, man. Oh man. So what else, bro? What else you got on the plate?
I got a bunch of shorts. I actually have a bunch of Haterade videos. Those are always fun to do.
That'll be great.
I already have like 6 or 7 already uploaded. But I'm trying to get some live cucks or feminists or somebody on for another little debate, because I had so much fun with Cuck Logic. It was just
that fucking guy,
especially when Ribby in the background just losing his shit. That made the whole stream, because he's just like, yeah, I very rightly read, and Ribby just started laughing his ass off and then muted his mic because he couldn't control himself.
I mean, where somebody's coming from when they tell you that they would voluntarily hook up with that filth bag,
that zinc filter.
God, I can't imagine. I can't imagine that. I mean,
you damn trip and break your ankle as you fall into the pussy.
Yeah. Or you stick your fucking dick in and immediately start to turn black.
You just die instantly, start decaying.
I mean, just fucking shrivel up and die. Fucking horrible shit. Brandon Doty in the chat. Hammerhand, hello from Sellersburg, Indiana. What's up, Sellersburg? How you doing, man? Retarded dwarf, celebrities are a front for those behind the mask. Well, yeah, no kidding. The ones that don't toe the fucking line ain't in Hollywood, are they? Oh, God. Joey Faggoter. Some agendas they push in every Western country. Same agendas. Yes. Yeah, I agree. But it would appear that the Australians are kind of done. Have you seen that shit, Chronic?
I was thinking about making a video on it, but I was like, am I going to get banned off YouTube if I make a video? But I watched like a slow-mo, must have been like 20, 30-second clip of some Aussie guy running in the crowd, and he's just looking for pigs to knock out, and it was beautiful.
Did you see the one broad cop that got fucking smoked?
Oh, no, I would love to see that, though.
Oh, yeah, just go pour over those clips, and you'll see it. One also, guy, he was like he was playing for the Chicago fucking Bears, boy. He ran her over.
Oh, amazing. There's also like a clip of like some guy, like there's like a protest on the side of some median. And this guy's like sitting on the grass. And he's like what, 5'10", maybe 6 foot, kind of chubby old man. He's just standing there with his arms crossed. And some cop walks up to him screaming, move, 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 his gun. And then the guy just doesn't flinch. So the cop just stares at him and then just turns around and walks away. It's a perfect example of showing you that the only power these pigs have is the power you give them.
That's fantastic. And that's right. That's absolutely correct. I mean, what the fuck are they going to do, All right. Let's see if we get Soap in here. What's up, Soap?
Soap is here. How you doing? Do-do-do. Have a hand. A dead Chronic. Midtown Cowboy. Do-do-do.
Oh, come on, man. You're supposed to bring the fucking enlightenment. What's up with that?
Oh, man. Waiting to get the hell off of work. I just got off of work, yo. And I'm like, man, it was 6:45 15 hours ago.
Oh, shit, right?
Don't you just love that?
What's going on, man? Hey, everybody in the chat, if you don't know Psychosoap, put your channel in the description there, in the chat for those that don't know. My man runs a pretty decent psychedelic chat channel, and it focuses on red pill, MGTOW, some monk stuff. I'm kind of taken aback by that, but it's okay. It's okay.
Some.
What do you mean psychedelic? Like you pop an LSD and then doing a stream?
Hell yeah, some
Ooh,
shrooms
that's kind
shit
of
and
funny.
shit.
Oh, that's funny as
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
I see colors. I feel them. I only see red.
Just
Shit like that, you know.
talk amongst yourselves for just a moment. I'll be right back.
So I was measuring my schlong the other day, and like like the
Nice.
pull-out rulers, like the ones not pull out, the measuring tape. You got to keep on pulling it out. Well, I was like towards the end of it, and I'm like, "Yo, am I gonna get an accurate measurement of my schlong?" And the damn thing, I released the lever to hold it in. It done snapped my dick, so now it looks kind of like an hourglass in the middle because it squeezed on it. Do you guys have any like at-home remedies for that?
This fucking guy.
No fucking shit, right?
Hey, Hammer said you guys talk, and I was like, "Well, time to bomb this show down."
Yep.
I said talk. I didn't say vomit a bunch of shit out there. What's wrong with
Rando. Fucking
you? Cowboy,
rando.
you still here?
Oh yeah, no, I'm right here.
He's in
Oh,
awe
man.
of my schlong
Say
comment.
Yeah.
What's that? I'm sorry.
Say something. What you up to?
Oh yeah, no. I'm sorry. I was just listening. Just listening. Yeah, I don't know. What do you want to talk about?
I don't know, brother. What's been on your mind here lately? I know you've been out there in the comment sections of a few videos making some things clear.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess the reason why I called was I wanted to wax nostalgic. I wanted to talk about for a second your GI Joe collection.
Let's do it.
I was never really into GI Joe comics, but when I was a kid, I used to have like little action figures, and I just wanted to say I really like GI Joe. I used to make like parachutes. Like I'd go to like a craft store, and then I'd buy like what is it, like kite string and like some, I don't know, some sort of cloth, and I would make parachutes for them. And well, anyway, I just wanted to mention that.
Yeah, there ain't nothing wrong with that, Holmes. I did that as a matter of fact when there were a couple of them that were released. Well, probably 6 or 8 of them that were released with parachutes. And when them plastic pieces of shit wear out, you just do what you got to do. So yeah, we always did that. We would cut parachutes out of the fuck is this shit called? Saran wrap. We'd like double layer saran wrap. We were poor, bro. So we would get that saran wrap shit going.
Ghetto.
Yes,
No.
yes, it is. I want to thank you for bringing that up. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, shit.
You're just horse kicking a motherfucker. Thanks.
Hey, Hammer. I mean, goddamn, I've done that once. You know what I'm saying?
Psycho Soap's channel link is in the chat, gentlemen. Be my
man.
guest. Please subscribe to the channel. At least give it a shot. Go take a look at it and make sure it's something that you at least want to turn down before you just dismiss the shit.
Yeah. Hey, yeah, this work from home shit is pretty cool. I had started this shit like a month ago, after the working as a shift lead for a retail store, big box retail store, and it's great because the gynocracy is at arm's length. They're not all looking over my shoulder for the most fucking part, and shit, my home's my office. But the one crazy fucking thing is that when I had heard a bumpity thump and shit one night, and it was about near the end of my shift, and so I paused the calls and I looked outside my door, and lo and behold, there's this 5'7", 200-pound monstrosity, a Native American woman just walking around the apartments, and not just any
Like a
Native
buffalo- a
American
buffalo.
woman. A butt-naked buffalo. Undead. For real,
Really?
son. Yo, drunk as fuck. She had to been. And I'm like, threw up in my mouth a little bit. You know how this works. And I'm like, what the fuck did I just see, man? Oh, I gotta meditate, bro. Oh.
Yeah. Hold on. We'll go with you. Oh, see, we can't do it right because we don't have the blaze material like Chronic does. Chronic's got it all.
You know those little incense rods? You can get some glass ones and just put like wax in them, smoke them real slow. That's the move.
Word. Okay.
MGTOW Cowboy in the chat. Good talking with you, Hammerhand. Good talking with you too, sir. I didn't expect you to just drop out like that, man. You can hang around and talk some more. As a matter of fact, There's about 200 reasons on this wall back here to talk. Got quite a few of those things, man. Let's hit that subject. How about you fellas in the chat, Chronic and Soap? You can answer in any order that you want. What do you think about like childhood trauma being transferred into the future, carrying it forward as an adult? I firmly believe that it exists, that it's real, that it's legit, and I firmly believe that only one side of the human equation is looked at in any way. What do y'all think?
Go first, Soap.
Collectively, yeah, you see it on full display. The mainstream media is took one, and they do what I like to call coddling mental illness. I mean, yeah, back in the days when there were the damn sanitariums and shit like that, electroshock therapy and things of this nature. Nah, people with mental illnesses weren't treated very well. This other story that I was watching the other day, this happened in Florida a long time ago, and there is this boys group home. Well, it was kind of set up like a mini prison, dare I say, kind of like that. And they would get in there, and it was in a smaller town, in Florida, and the multitude at which this thing fills up was weird. I mean, like, how does this, shelter, well, not shelter, but how does this facility get all of these boys all over this part of Florida, and it's really rural. I mean, they get in there for tiny infractions, but anyway. The childhood trauma, right, was further exacerbated by a lot of the guards. These kids would get their asses whooped with belts lined with metal, and they would bury them even if they came to death. They would bury these children in secret graveyards and stuff like that. And for a long time, the state of Florida hidden that from the public view. And today, there are men that have gathered together to fight the system in that regard. And that was a pretty heart-wrenching story. You know what I'm saying? When I had seen that, I was like,
I wonder
wow.
if that was. Would you know the name if you heard it?
Ugh, goodness.
Was it the Sheriff's Youth Boys Ranch in Live Oak?
Fuck.
If you're not drawing down on that immediately, probably.
I'm drawing a blank.
Here we go. Florida's Dozier School for Boys, a true horror story. Over the past decade, hundreds of men have come forward to tell gruesome stories of abuse and terrible beatings they suffered at Florida's Dozier School for Boys, a notorious state-run institution that closed last year after more than a century. For 100 years, poor boys, bastards, boys without families were viciously abused. The picture from the story is really it's a cemetery. It's a guy. It's one of the old boys from there. It's a cemetery. I'll put a link in the chat here.
That's it. You got it. You got it, Undead. That was exactly what I was talking about.
Here's a link if you guys can.
Does it say what part of Florida that was in?
I don't know if you want me to. I'll
Dozier School.
I'll read a couple paragraphs if you guys want. Over the past decade, hundreds of men have come forward to tell of gruesome stories of abuse and terrible beatings suffered at Florida's Dozier School for Boys, a notorious state-run institution that closed last year after more than a century. Known as, quote, White House Boys, unquote, these 300-some men were sent as boys to the reform school in the small panhandle town of Mariana in the 1950s and 60s. They have joined together over the years to tell their stories of the violence administered in a small building. Some 81 boys, 81 have been known to die there. 81 of 300. That's almost a third. Okay, imagine a girls' school where a third of the girls were killed. That would be international news for a decade. But they're just boys, so nobody cares. Some 81 boys are known to have died there, but where their remains are buried is a mystery that some researchers are now trying to solve. You didn't know when it was coming, said Jared Cooper, who was sent to the school when he was 16. They were not spankings, they were beatings, brutal beatings. So a county judge charged him with car theft and sent him to the school. So this is like a kind of like a juvie, right? A juvie kind of thing. Mm-hmm. They all took orphans that didn't commit crimes. A lot of orphans that were there did not have places at the times, and they were sent there instead. Okay, so you have prison guards beating orphans.
And you had just mentioned the name of the group that is still together to to fight the system on this shit. The White House boys were what they were called.
Yeah, so some boys were sent there for smoking in school.
Yeah.
So imagine lighting up a cigarette in high school, and then you get sent to a prison where you get beaten to death. That's America in the 50s and 60s. So,
And then carrying over the trauma, some of them were in, these marriages that did not last, and if they were, shit, terrible ones,
That's awful. It sounds a lot like what's going on up there in Canada with the discovery of those Indian kid graves.
Yeah. And this has happened, in the Panhandle. This is an hour or two outside west of Tallahassee.
Yeah.
So shit.
It figures that it would be someplace up north and in the Panhandle. People think that, you go out west or you hit the Midwest and it's desolate, and it is. But that region right around Louisiana, Alabama, and where they hook up to Florida in the Panhandle, there is nothing there.
Nothing but misery and mosquitoes.
Right.
One of the victims said, I know of one boy that I saw personally die in a bathtub. He'd been beaten half to death. I thought he'd been mauled by the dogs because he tried to run away. I never found out what really happened to him. There was a boy I saw who came out dead in the dryer. They put him in one of those large dryers and hit the start cycle. Yeah.
God damn.
If there's any justice in the world, they would pull those workers out of retirement homes and beat them to death. But there's no justice.
Shoot them.
That won't happen.
Just shoot them. Just shoot them. Be done with it.
That's too quick.
That's putting them out of their misery.
Dogs.
I agree.
We could have a fundraiser. We could sell PayPal tickets to get a strike on one of these bastards.
I know that there are plenty of people that would volunteer to exact revenge upon these people, but what does that do to you? Does it make you feel good? It might temporarily, but
yes,
you're still murdering somebody.
I mean, it's not really murder if it's justice, right? I mean,
well, I suppose you can write laws to suit any circumstance, as we have learned over the last 18 months.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
So, that's pretty fucked up, man. It's pretty fucked up. It doesn't surprise me that it's boys. Think about what was going on with Boko Haram here a few years ago, where they would run into these villages and abduct all of these boys and girls,
and just kill the boys.
They'd set the girls free. Yeah, they'd set
kill
the
fucking boys
girls free for some money.
Michelle
and then
Obama
burn the fucking boys.
Obama was sitting on a little soy dildo. Free our girls. What happened to the boys? Oh, they all got killed and thrown in a ditch. Who cares?
Yeah, who cares? Who gives a fuck? They would take those boys and fuck them kids, man. They would take them boys and they would strip them naked and they would burn them alive in cages. That's what they did with them boys.
Yeah. That was Dozier,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking horrendous.
Got another one,
Hammer?
Hammer?
Goddamn peep. Huh? Say what?
Got another one?
Yeah. Duality Reality in the chat says boys killed, women most affected. Yeah, it is, because you're taking away from their bottom fucking line,
Yeah.
You're taking away from their bottom line. And I think women at heart really do understand that the mass exodus of men here is not an accident and it's not a mistake. It's being made on a conscious level. And I think that they really do get the fucking picture that right now, today, they're going to eat. In 10 years, with the upward trajectory of men fucking bailing on society and women not wanting anything to do with men or kids, I don't know
these
where we're
plastic Instagram whores, once the debt economy crashes and they're going to expect to have some kind of, loving protector of a husband who's sitting out here, who is also meets their sexual standards that they've had from getting pumped and dumped over decades. It's going to be glorious. It's going to be, we're going to have so much content to make. It's like a third of bitches are going to be crying on the internet about their good man. I just can't wait for it. I can't wait.
Well, let's discuss that. I think that is a topic worthy here. What is a good man? When I say good man, I know what I mean. When they say good man, do you think it matches up with what I say?
No.
I mean,
No.
some of the things, like they want a man who's going to be loyal to them and love their children. I think me and you would consider that to be a good man, but they don't understand that that kind of man isn't incentivized to be loyal to the town whore. You know, it's like, why would a man who wants to stay committed and have kids and stay with them and love them, why would that guy want to shag up or shack up with a chick who's tried to do a pseudo, had the benefit, the cake of the relationship, giving her puniti away to hundreds of dudes? And and if they really wanted just a good man, like what women say they want versus what they actually want, if I just want a guy that will be loyal, that will take care of the family, that won't cheat on me. Well, guess what? Go to the nearest dude that's 5'0", and he will do pretty much anything to please you. But you want him to be 6 foot. You want him to spend 2.5 hours in the gym every day. You want him to have a extremely high paying job. For what? Do you want him to have a high paying job so you can send your kids to really good schools, or take care of them, give them a good diet? No, they want the man to have a high paying job so they can buy her Gucci fucking purses so she can flex in front of her other whore friends. So it's like they have these standards, but it's never for the kids. Never for the kids.
No, kids are secondary when it comes to them. I fuck, let me get that back there. Sorry about that, guys. I had this deal. I went through this with my own kids, and when their mother decided that she was just going to jet when she was gone, you could tell it was clear to see she was operating, everything that she was doing, she was operating on out of guilt. It was guilt that was motivating her. It was guilt disguised as love. And I see that shit. It's very, very common. When once you red pill, you see it everywhere. What about you, Soap? You ever see that shit?
Yeah, man. Like They Live, like putting on the shades, if you know what I mean. So, yeah, I understand that. A good man, shit, that's entirely subjective.
Yes.
But goddamn, you know what I'm saying? If there were, if like you pointed out earlier, if our definition, your definition of what a good man is, were to somehow match theirs, a lot of this shit wouldn't be happening for the most part.
No, I agree 100%. I think, I don't know, we've gotten kind of crossed up, and I think we got diverted one more again with the entrance of people like Kevin Samuels into the manosphere. And it's it's a colloquial term, manosphere. It's not really that. It's just a place where we go to be heard, even if we have to force our opinions out. I'm not saying that Samuels doesn't drop some fucking bombs from time to time. He absolutely does, and I appreciate that. But like I've said so many times, he also pushes gynocentrism. The idea that I'm doing this to get black men and black women to get married. That's not good. Ain't nothing good about that. You're subjugating a man one more time. They don't see it that way in the beginning, but it is that way. If she decides that she's going to turn tail and run, she gets to be about 35 and gets a little fucking itchy and decides to go out and get another pickle tickle. He's over. He's done.
3 words that end it all. I'm not happy.
But you'll look really good at the family courts if you get one of Kevin Samuel's simp suits, right?
Yeah, right on.
Yeah,
Walk up in there.
I literally, my complete and total opinion of Kevin Samuels. I'll have to find the picture. There's a picture of him looking down in some kind of like fall sweater with his little lips pursed up, and you can see he has gynecomastia. The dude has tits. He has tits. And he labeled himself Godfather of the Manosphere, right?
Man, I don't know if he did. I can't attribute that to him, but I know that people were calling him that, and I thought that was fucking shameful.
Yeah.
Well, I think he's accepted that label. So here's how I see it. He's weak. He's been divorced 3 times. He likes to flex like he's some high-rolling bankster with a high-paying career. Kevin Samuels is just like Coach Rick Adams. It's just like Donovan Sharp. They make money convincing men to simp for them on YouTube. It's absolutely pathetic.
I mean, they're only placeholders for, the Derek Jacksons and the fucking Steve Harveys of the world. You
ain't lying.
They want these motherfuckers out here.
You ain't lying.
And that's why they keep steadily churning them out.
Yeah, I mean, there's a reason he hasn't been banned. There's a reason he's been allowed to get 1 million subs, because he's close enough, as Hammerhand likes to say, it's a blue pill shit with red pill sprinkled on top, right? Blue pill cake, red pill frosting. Yeah. The dude's just like, he'll own these contentious whores on the live stream and then turn on and say, this is why black men need to get with black women for the community. Right. It's just like, get the fuck out of here, man.
Yeah, fuck that community.
What does it accomplish? That's kind of what you have to ask yourself. I mean, he is used basically as a blocker to head off people like myself or Chronic or Psychosoap. Anybody out there that is preaching non-usury, or railing against usury, he is used. People like him are used to head that shit off at the pass, so that they can soak up all of these people that are coming in looking to find out, hey, what is red pill? What's MGTOW? How do I get my girlfriend back? That's how they find us.
Mm-hmm.
So, yep. It's just also like where are all the good women or where are all the good men? I need to restart that series again, because that was always a banger. People always love that title. Where are all the good men? I mean, I used to be a quote unquote good man, willing to have a little bit of simpish nature to establish a family. But at this point, I tell those people all the time, a man's there's no such thing as a good man in his 30s. It's either they're paired off, they're married, they have kids. They're not sexually successful, and they're trying to simp their way into puniti. They're low value for whatever reason. Or they're dudes that tried to be a good man and got burnt. And they don't act like the good man. Because when a woman says good man, she just means, I need a dog. I need a dog that stands on 2 legs that will do what I say. So that's what I say. If you ask, for my brothers that they're still dating, it's a simple question. Just ask them, what do you want out of life? Anything besides a strong, loving family who I'm committed to? Anything else, she's not the one for you. And even then, it's like they can chameleon it. They can just put on a mask. So you just gotta be careful with virtually all Western women. It's just straight garbage.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you, man. I've said that many times. God damn, I'm getting old. I lost my train of thought. Oh well.
Don't feel bad. I just turned 41 last week.
Oh man, I remember 41. I was passing it. Yeah,
boy.
Good Lord. And Chronic, you're the young man on this channel right now. You know that?
Mm-hmm. We young boys out here. I think the average warband age is like 21. That's because he's like 18 months old.
Young and
lots of energy out there.
Yep, lots of energy.
Yeah. Okay, I got a pretty hilarious comment from the church video I put up today. Yeah. This guy, Xander with a Z, says, I was at a huge black church. The bishop said, single brothers, stand up. So we stood up. He said, single mothers, stand up. And they stood up. And then he said, brothers, I need y'all to man up and marry these good sisters. Myself and about 13 other brothers left the church and never came back.
Fuck that.
If a pastor did that to me, I am walking to the pulpit. I am grabbing that cuck's Bible and I am slapping him with it.
Yeah.
And that's awful.
Yeah, if I'm that dude that's slapping him with the Bible, I'll be like, yo, eggs ain't groceries, grits ain't groceries either, and Mona Lisa was a man. God damn it. You can't marry all these people up in here. This shit does not work.
You were the one that posted that video earlier today, right, Chronic? The church shit?
Yeah, that was me.
Yeah, do you remember a while back when Jennifer Molesky was running around with that pastor trying to get fatherly advice on what men should do?
I don't remember. You gotta see that.
Yeah, I remember that. She walked up on him in an interview in some convention, wasn't it?
Yep, and he was sitting there, I'm the pastor of such and such and XYZ, and we got a problem with men, and I'm not all that impressed with these mag towels. Fucking dude, man.
Oh, that's hilarious. It's like until I hear a pastor say straight up, marriage is reserved for virgin women, I can't respect them. And there's virtually not a single pastor besides Pastor Chronic who would say that. So until then, it's just a bunch of
Ain't
cucketry.
many. I'm going to tell you that. Thanks for putting that in there, SC. I appreciate that. John Gorsha, the mass manipulating is being directed towards good men. Is it just good men or is it all men, gang?
I'd like to say all. You know what I'm saying? It's every last one of us, man.
There's going to be a fair percentage of men that go with it because they just don't know any better.
I don't. What I'll say is, I don't think any men who are immune to the propaganda to a T, not a single one would be considered "quote unquote" a good man, unquote. So I mean, they'll send the propaganda to everybody, but I mean, I can just speak about me and Ribby. We're bastards. We're out here slapping bitches with our turtle meat.
Green skin discrimination.
I got a chuckle out of Hammer. It was a success.
So, man, like I said earlier before we got off topic there, what do you think a good man is? A soap. How about you take that one?
Patient. Can be kind, firm, but fair. That's the thing. They are the yang to the mother's yin. You know what I'm saying? Where mama will always give you the sensitive and the soft side of that issue. Dad's gonna give you that reality, and then take you to the side and say, hey son, this is not the way that seems. Out here in the world, you're gonna have to watch your grill for shit like this and for shit like that, because it ain't all peaches and cream, roses and smiles and shit.
No, it's not.
Hey,
no, it's not.
A good man tells the truth. Yeah, basically.
Yes, sir. Even when it's hard to hear.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Chronic, what do you think about that? What makes a good man?
I mean, it really depends on what kind of cultural perspective you're looking for. I would say across most successful cultures, a good man is one who could dominate his environment to bring order to chaos, to get calories, hunt the mammoth down, bring it back, get some clothing. But if you ask an Iman what's a good man, he's getting a very different answer than if you ask a Hindu man what's a good man. I think most of the times people are... Go on, Hammer.
Aren't there qualities that kind of span the Eastern philosophies and the Western philosophies? I think that there's a lot of coming together there. Don't you?
So capability or capacity to dominate oneself and one's will, right? Delay of gratification, planning ahead, being able to control your emotions, being slow to anger, not letting your anger, control you and make foolish decisions in the moment. It's basically, it's a duality, but I think that the majority of people who say good man, they're not really using it in a,
colloquial. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Very.
Be a good man and marry a single mother. Well, why? Why should I sacrifice my life for some whore?
How did it get twisted so fucking bad that jumping up and marrying a single mother, a woman who allowed somebody access to her womb, she'll turn around and she'll call him a trash piece of shit. He was a nothing, a nobody. He was no good. He was low down, but he got in there. He didn't rape her, but there's never any question about why he got in there. How?
Because we give women the same credits as men in society. You see, before feminism, if a woman stood up and spoke that foolishness, her father would come and slap the shit out of her. But,
she'd get set straight.
Yeah, well, it's also, we could have feminism in the guise of equality. We just can't combine it with the welfare state. We can't feed their bastards. If these bitches had to be on the street giving their puniti up to incels on the way to high school, maybe we wouldn't have so many school shootings. Maybe they get some lunch money for a pump of that puniti. I don't know. I'm just spitballing here, but it's just general societal decay. The families have broken up. There's no guidance with religion. There's no guidance with culture. The only culture there is consume and watch bitches shake their plastic asses on TV. That's American culture.
That's it.
Boom. Sad day in America.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, bro.
sad day in America when some strip hop becomes the fucking voice of reason. You know, hint, hint.
I know who you're talking about.
Thank you, LBJ.
Yeah, yeah. He wasn't
That's
the
all I
only
gotta
one,
say. But
he wasn't the only one. But these motherfuckers, they've been in on this for a long, long time.
LBJ would
so
invite congressmen into the White House office, his Oval Office, and intimidate them by showing them his dick. That's in the White House records. He would take out his shalong and be like, "You gonna tell me no with this? What the fuck? What the fuck?
no wonder they got that bill passed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Crumbling herb. Let me roll some.
These folks are. I think they're not just out there, man. They're raised insane. And then when you try to introduce sanity to them, they view it as insanity. And it's a sad fucking thing for all of us, because I don't know where this culture is headed. I was sitting here, I was watching that big ass TV behind me the other day. I very rarely turn it on. I was watching an episode of Star Trek: The Next Generation, right?
Whoa!
And in the first 10 minutes, it's on this what is it called? Pluto TV. It's like free TV, but there's a fucking ton of commercials. So I was watching Star Trek: The Next Generation. Halfway through it, I intentionally started to count the number of female-centric commercials. It started with a female, ended with a female. It was about females. There were 15 fucking commercials to one commercial that had anything to do with a man at all, but he was backed up by a strong, independent woman. And that's why I don't watch TV.
Well, you want a little snippet of what the culture's heading to?
Oh yeah.
Oh, in the last days there will come times of difficulty, for people will be lovers of themselves, lovers of money, proud, arrogant, abusive, disobedient to their parents, ungrateful, unholy, heartless, unappeasable, slanderous, without self-control, brutal, not loving good, treacherous, reckless, swollen with conceit, lovers of pleasure rather than lovers of God, having the appearance of godliness, but denying its power. Avoid such people. That's 2 Timothy 3:1-5 right there. I'm pretty sure that's a direct, if I got a good feeling I could just do Red Pill Sunday sermons and I get a lot of Brutas, becoming believers by just preaching the apocalyptic verses.
From your lips to God's ears, boy.
Exactly. Just exactly with that accent too, boy.
There you go, man. So I just posted this comment here. There are also now all interracial couples on these commercials. Now, I don't care what your opinions are on interracial dating or marriage or sex or any of that shit. Do you view it as something that is a normal crossover, or does it appear that this is being pushed exclusively one way, as in towards European women, white women? So, what do you think about that?
Hell yeah. And I ought to know. Yeah. I've been in a few myself.
Yes, sir.
This shit, hell, this was unheard of like 10 years ago. And now all of a sudden they're showing this? Like, bro, come on, man. Y'all should have shown this shit 20 years ago if you were going to do some shit like that.
God bless these poor non-white men that will have to deal with slanderous white whores. Honestly, I wish them all the luck in the world.
Oh, I'm done, bro.
There's one example of some like black superstar soccer player that moved to Europe and made millions and millions of dollars. He got some 5'2" British pig pregnant with 2 kids. She took him to the cleaners and got access to $30-40 million. And the dude's living with his cousin in Uganda now. He's just like, the courts aren't fair. Beware of white women. Yeah, I'm trying to tell you, bro. Beware of these white whores.
Mm-hmm.
It's beware of all women, but white women in particular are the ones that will just skewer you.
They've had the most practice in the feminist system.
The most protected class.
That's a very good word for it. Yep. They don't miss those classes. They are in on every goddamn one of them.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Trini's got he's got something there. That Yeah,
Go.
I've noticed
Go.
that there is an uptick of rainbow characters and hot over 30 single mom characters. I mean, shit, I had seen this one where there was a lot of scare quotes body positive females and shit. I thought it was a damn Red Man video and thought nothing of it. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck? Oh man, dude. That's why I like commercial free TV, if there is. You know what I mean? I'll pay
It's
for
not
my
much.
shit. God damn. Ugh. I watch
much,
westerns. Fuck it.
No, so yeah, with this deal right here with Trini, have you noticed the uptick of rainbow characters and hot over 30 single moms? The over 30 thing, that's been done to fucking death. You know, that started about 1975 with 30 is the new 20.
Or dare I say the back in '67 when The Graduate came out. You know, the Dustin Hoffman thing.
Yeah. The fucking cougar crap.
That shit.
Yeah, there was another one with Jacqueline Bisset called Class. Have you ever seen that one?
No.
I believe it was Andrew McCarthy and Jacqueline Bisset. Rob Lowe was in it too. He ended up fucking his mom's friend, but she came on doing blah blah blah. Let me make a long story short. It was just a whore fest on celluloid. You know.
Yeah. I've heard of it.
Yeah, you ought to take a peek at it sometime. It's a little nauseating, but it's somewhat entertaining. So, did anybody hear that Cassandra Peterson, also known as Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, just confirmed that she was a 20-year-long fur muncher?
No. And you know what's messed up?
Just dropped today.
I've moved from the town she had lived in. She used to live in Colorado Springs, Colorado, and she would walk around. Yeah. Didn't know it myself.
20 fucking years. 20 years. How fucking dumb do all you men out there feel now, idolizing somebody because they knew how to use their body and their sexuality to get money, looks, and attention from you? How stupid do you feel?
I know.
Well, that's the average bimbo.
She's just a product. I mean, I don't think the dude who jacked off to her feels like he's like, oh no, I wanna go back and save my ghost nut. I mean, she's a Hollywood product. Who cares if she's a lesbo? She probably got touched with a kid too.
I didn't mean it in such a way. What I meant was these fellas that are out there, they're putting their hopes and their dreams in somebody like this, you know?
No. Yeah,
because she was clearly marketed as a hetero woman. You know, as a straight woman, clearly just a freaky straight woman. You know, that's the way that she was marketed for her entire career. Even when she was posing in fucking Playboy, she posed in Playboy, I guess, or Hustler.
I mean, let's be honest. The whore still took a lot of dick. So if you were the right kind of guy in the right kind of location, she would have given you that pussy. But I do agree. Like any guy that's putting any hope and dreams in any bitch on TV, that's a problem. That's a problem.
Yeah, it's a problem. I agree with you.
And let me make it clear. Everybody that appears on TV, virtually, like I say 99.99% is a bitch. Arnold Schwarzenegger, the idol of masculinity for decades and decades and decades, he's a bitch. Right? So just assume they're all bitches. Hollywood does not let masculine men onto their products. That doesn't happen.
Not anymore.
So don't hold these male male actors were considered some of the lowest of the low in strong masculine civilizations, ancient Rome, ancient Greece. Mm-hmm. They were considered
yeah. Hell, I'm surprised that Clint Eastwood's still around.
Oh, I think he just turned out a fucking stinker, man.
I mean, he's what, 99? Who cares? He's,
he's in his 90s, yeah.
He's like crawling into the grave. He's like slowly gonna get in there. But
that's a fucking shame. What a shame, but I don't know. At least I would rather know them for who they are than who I thought they were.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, boom, shalock, lock, boom. So, let's see if there's anything interesting in the comments here. I'm going to run back up just a little bit. Cool. Muhammad Ali said it best when it comes to interracial dating. Yes, he did. That's Lone Star Savage that said that. He said, bluebirds fly with bluebirds. Redbirds fly with redbirds. I'm a black man. I want to see a black child. Why would you want to see anything different? I remember that when he was on that British talk show, he roasted that motherfucker hard.
Mm-hmm.
Yo.
Was that a British talk show or was that fucking one guy? Oh, I can't remember his name, but I never did like him. I couldn't stand
Ledbetter.
that goddamn guy. Huh?
David Ledbetter, that bitch.
No, not Ledbetter.
Dick Cavett.
Dick Cavett. There you go. Dick
Sounds
Cavett.
like
Yep.
Dick Cavett. Like he's gonna take it
Yeah.
from you.
He was a fucking ridiculous liberal, and you could tell where his political leanings were. As soon as he opened his mouth, the guy was all over anything that was Christian or conservative.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yet his complete opposite, William F. Buckley was around. Thank goodness.
Yeah, and Buckley was very much a tradcon,
Yeah.
so I wouldn't consider that to be much better.
Yeah.
But that's just with the benefit of 30, 40 years of hindsight, too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess I'm a hapless supremacist. I'm just so over white women. I don't foresee any white woman. I just don't foresee
There
any
is
of them
none
being
in your future.
I'm a literal hapless supremacist. So, like, I'm trying to turn an Asian into a banana. Yellow on the inside, but white on the inside. You get what I'm trying to say, Hammerhand?
Yes, sir. You wouldn't be talking about them Blasians now, would you?
Blasians are fun. I guess what's hilarious is, like, I was, like, fucking around 2 months ago with the epitome of a red bone. Super light-skinned black chick, but she was, like, a quarter Asian, half black, a little bit Indian, and a bunch of white. And damn, this bitch was banging. Had no idea about her sexual market value. Not at all. Living with her mama, not understanding like all she had. She's the kind of girl that she'd get rappers going into her DMs, right?
No, not Kamiko.
So if you get rappers in your DMs, you could easily just snap your fingers and get some like smart black doctor, some black dude over 30 with an engineering degree, some guy, a really quote unquote good man to treat you like a queen for the rest of your days. But for some reason, she wanted to get the dude with the blonde hair, the blue eyes at the gym looking at me sideways just for a nice little pump and dump. So, hey, if these female, and I get all the time, people are like, why are you pump and dump? And then you expect a virgin, the double standards. Like, you want me to respect someone who is not going to respect themselves? Are you kidding me? Get the fuck out. Raise your daughters better and make sure they don't run into a dude like me. But bitches in here getting super salty. Anyhow.
Mm-hmm. Gotta respect yourself before I can, sweetheart.
What do you want me to do, darling? Do you want me to roll back the clock and take your rights away from you? Or do you want to be responsible for your own decisions? You can't have it both ways. Sucker bitches.
Fuck them bitches.
Fuck them bitches. Fuck every one of them.
Shit. You goddamn puddle muppets.
What'd you say? I just talked over you.
Puddle muppets. Goddamn.
Holy crap, Undead. You were dating my old girlfriend, name of Angela, from Rocket Scientist.
What?
Doubtful. Very doubtful.
I don't think literally. I think he's just being
Oh, I thought he was just very similar. Yeah. I mean, doubtful. I mean, it wasn't dating, really. I mean, I guess, like, I don't know. Like, I guess all the calories I paid for her, she burnt them off writing me. Yeah. So maybe that's a date. I don't fucking know. But point being is this chick, she's hitting me when she was 17, so some jailbait. The day she turned 18, I took her out, apparently, supposedly, punched the V card in, and she had no idea what that meant. And, just, hey, I'll lose it and then just move on. So maybe in 20, 30 years, when she's thinking about that green schlong, Chronicle get a little tingly on the inside a couple states away.
Okay, so Retarded Dwarf says, why is race still a thing? We still have these race hustlers and shills everywhere. Chronic. Take that one.
I mean, it's like, why is race still a thing? What do you mean? Why do people talk about it? Or why does it still exist? I mean, if you want race hustling, because it's becoming less and less lucrative because white guilt is not an infinite resource. It's not. So when white guilt runs out, the race hustlers are going to, they're increasing their rhetoric. So it used to be, oh, you're racist. Now it's you're a white supremacist. Now it's like, you're a white supremacist, patriarchal, Yahtzee, all this stuff. But more and more people are just not giving a shit. So really, it's white women that are funding that industry. Black Lives Matter, all those charities, it was white women funding that.
Yes. Did anybody hear about what just happened with all of the asshole bitches that were in the Time's Up, Hands Up, Me Too board of directors?
Oh, yeah. She got caught up. She got caught up trying to protect over in New York. Yeah.
She was kind of forced to step aside, and then when these hoes released the taxes for this foundation, this not-for-profit foundation, they were found to be paying themselves in the millions. All of these actresses doing this. Is there anything out there that's fucking legit anymore besides an actual strong movement of men? And I don't mean MGTOW. I'm not calling MGTOW a movement. I'm talking about men moving in a particular way, which is away from usury. Is there anything that anybody?
Absolutely, yeah. If you hit up Under Chronic's PayPal at paypal.me/underchronic, I guarantee you I'm going to go buy some weed with it.
So well, he slipped that grenade in the...
Men are coming together to get me high. And that is a guaranteed movement. I'm not paying myself $1 million. I'm not funneling it some Dubai shithole. I'm going to go and get some kush with that. That's
this is an unsolicited shill.
Hey, he slipped that grenade in the tin at the right time.
I wasn't even hoping to get any donations. I just wanted to, rib Hammerhand a little bit. He's like, is there any legit movement? Like, well, you want to get my boy high?
Yeah.
Hey, now I've been a contributor to the fund. So,
amen. Hammerhand has definitely contributed in more than one way. But hey, you guys make sure you sub to my boy here, Psycho Soap. And if you're not subbed to Hammerhand, what are you doing? Like, share his videos. Like, everybody needs to like this stream. I know I showed this to my platform. So if you guys in here not subbed yet, sub to Hammerhand. Let's do it. I see you drop the MGTOW, everything from your channel name. It's just Hammerhand. Maybe that will keep you undercover for like another week.
Yeah, I suppose it would. But, there's folks out there that are coming to get me, man. They're talking shit
in the trees.
You know what I'm saying? They're like, I know that's that motherfucker. It don't matter that he doesn't call himself MGTOW. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm always going to be the MGTOW monk. That's just what we do.
All right. Shit. Psyche Soap Undead. God damn it.
There you go. Man, we got
sorry, bro.
Black Irish.
This is the first time I met you. I'm sorry, man.
No, you good, bro. You good, bro. Man, shit. That Time's Up thing. Yeah, I covered that the other day. I mean, yo, like, it stinks to high heaven. It's fucking hypocrisy. Like, I mean, I don't know. That's too good of a fucking word.
I mean, put 8 women in the same room and have them argue about anything. It's going to smell real bad real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Now, here's the thing about virtually every single charity. If you don't do the legwork yourself to find out where to donate, and it's some work to find out where to donate, you're just going to be getting scammed. That comes with cancer research, that comes with orphanages, that comes with feminist movements, that comes with Black Lives Matter movements. Like, if you want to donate to help the Black community, go help a brother pay off his child support. Okay, I'm not even shitting you.
Guys, I can attest to that. God damn it. I may be red in the picture, but I am a black dude, though,
No, man, it's all good. I mean, we all know that. I got pinched. I got put in that position, and then I weaponed up and went and presented my weaponry and my armory to her and said, this is what I'm going to do to you when I take you to court. So she went and signed the papers.
Oh, my God.
No, I was very honest about it. I was told ahead of time, no, don't say nothing, don't do nothing. And I said, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to give her an opportunity. I'm going to give her the opportunity that she didn't give me. I don't want to drag my fucking kids through this. I don't really want to drag myself through it, but I had no choice. I didn't have a choice. I had to, so that's what I did. I protected myself. I protected the long-term livelihood and investments of my kids. I wish that we had something to do with my daughter, but I guess there's casualties in everything.
Yeah.
It's not my choice. So
I'm sure I got a couple kids out there I never even met, man.
God damn it, I did.
Motherfucker. Always doing that shit.
God damn it.
There's gonna be some kids out there that like come home to their cuck dad and their like ex whore mom and they're like green, like, Dad, you're not my real dad, you're a pussy. Like punch your dad in the face. That's my boy. That's my boy.
I know what's gonna happen. One day Chronic's gonna open the door. There's gonna be some 18-year-old greenskin standing there.
Yeah.
With a basket of kush, he's gonna be like, Dad.
Oh, he's so funny. Like every time he gets blazed, he exhales from the bong, and the ghost of Chronic appears and gives him some wisdom.
It's like, to find out what this is.
These holes and disappeared. Or it's just like
201 of y'all in the box. Almost 2 hours long. Gents, I think we're gonna start to wrap this one up. So I'll see if we can take a couple of more questions. And before we do get out of here, I want to thank both of you for coming in. I want to thank MGTOW Cowboy for showing up and asking a couple of questions and being interested, and then just dropping right off.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, right on.
Shit.
Right.
God damn it.
We can find something.
Don't make me jab slap you.
Yeah, we just put that one up so people can watch that. Billy the Goat, they want things to be a problem, then they got an opportunity to get control. Peace and smooth is not good for them. I agree with that 100%.
Yeah.
Do we understand? I think most of us here understand that the government is the manufacturer of oppression because it has to be that way, right? In order for them to have any kind of political pull or power or the ability to sway vast swaths of human beings, they have to create the problem, middle the problem, and then try to fix the problem that they made. What do you think about that, Chronic?
Yeah, well, definitely in the current form of governments. Yeah, they're trying to. It's kind of a mixture of the government will never stop, it'll never shrink, it will never give up any power it already has, but it's combined with the toxic culture of we're victims. We need to find some kind of war to fight to make ourselves feel amazing. So racism, sexism, misogyny, whatever it is, we need to increase government programs to fight these horrible causes, and it will make us feel like heroes, even though we've never, held a rifle in our entire fucking lives.
Yeah, right on. So who wants to take a bet? I know some of you are not very politically inclined, but Living Legend 3, Arizona to release its report audit tomorrow.
About time.
What do you think's going to be in that? What do you think's going to be there?
Some shit that they gonna just bury the next damn day, like yesterday's goddamn dog shit. Shit.
Chronic, do you even care what's going to be in there?
Well, I mean, there's like two things here. First thing is like Trump was the left's last chance. All right, so like they threw it away. They decided to continue the war. But beyond that, I'm kind of liking Biden because he's accelerating this whole thing. Like, come on, let's like. I don't need to see any evidence from Arizona to know that. All you gotta do is walk up to someone who thinks the election was legit and say this. Mm-hmm. Do you actually think that Joe Biden, Mr. You're Not Black, Mr. Super Segregator, do you think he got more votes from black men than Barack Obama in 2008? Because if you actually think he did, there's no useful words coming out of your throat. None.
Joe Biden got more votes than Barack Black Jesus Obama.
From black men. From
black men and black women. Yeah. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, if you believe that, there's really not a rational discussion to be had. There really isn't. So, yeah. I mean, I'm not a fan of the U.S. government, though. So the faster it falls, the faster the war band can rise up.
I mean, shit. Biden's our giant meteor, guys.
Yeah, who would have thunk it, right? The 50-year fucking loser and most popular president ever, fucking King Potato gets elected by what, 84 fucking million people, 81 million people. Are you joking? Seriously? Really? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, motherfucker.
I'm just happy that he like finally reaches his life goal of being the president, and he has like a mental decay in front of the entire world, because that disgusting old pedophile deserves nothing more than to have his dreams ripped away because he's shitting himself in his diapers 24/7.
Yeah, but I mean, so he became the president, but does he know that he became the president?
he probably forgot.
I don't think the man knows where he's at. I really don't. I mean, what? Breakfast? Where are we? You're in the White House.
I'm liking the people like roasting him when he tries to visit places, but they're like saying like, F you, Biden, traitor. Like, yo, if I ever see, this is how you'll know who Under Chronic is. If I ever see Biden walk around my neck of the woods, I'm just going to call him a pedophile. I'm like, you just got to go out and just straight up, hey, and call the Secret Service too. Hey, Secret Service, why are you defending a pedophile?
Yeah.
Hey, weren't you ex-Marines? Didn't you mug country? But they don't really care. But I got a video coming up real quick about all the feds at that January 6th protest recently.
Oh God, there was a lot of them.
Yeah, that's some
Literally all feds. Like
A
there was one guy
lot.
that got arrested. He was a fed.
for sure.
Well, they took his ass out of there. They cuffed him and stuffed him because if they left him there, what do you think's going to happen?
I don't think anything would happen because they were literally all feds. Like
what I'm
every
saying.
single one of them were feds. So
That's what I'm saying. You ever seen a drop of Dawn drop into a fucking a pile of grease in a sink? That's what that motherfucker would look like.
Mhm.
That's what he would look like. He'd be standing there, and everybody else has this giant circle around him, like, you know, the fucking dead giveaway, of course, is that they set up state-of-the-art facial recognition technology because, you know, they got to get all of the bad guys from the January fucking riots that almost brought our country down, man.
yeah, the right wing, and this is just generic advice. The right wing needs to wear like full face masks if they go anywhere. Like not like the little surgical ones, like full bandana, glasses, everything.
I agree.
Everything.
I mean, if you're taken for an Antifa member, you'll probably be patted on the back.
Or a mask like me. You know what I'm saying? I mean, covers the whole face. You can't see nothing.
Well, yeah, we should like order like from one of those big warehouses full of old stuff, like those Sony, the Genesis you got, or the equipment you were looking for, Hammer.
Yes, sir.
Get like one of those like 10,000. Imagine 10,000 Buddhas march through DC in Hillary Clinton masks, just being extremely violent. You know, doing like just like causing a riot. There's like the cops fighting, and you just you take a little hot sauce bottle with the purses and like spraying on them, like.
I just can't do it. I can't do it. All right, gents. I think we're going to call this one quits for the night. We're at 2 hours. Undead Chronic, tell these incredibly insane human beings that hang out here for 2 hours and listen to some old man ramble where they can find you and what you're about.
You can find Undead Chronic by typing in giant green penis in the search bar on YouTube.
There you go. And it works. It works. I tried it once.
We're just trying to do some comedy here. I'm sure you guys know who I am. But Soap, how about you take it off here?
You's good shit, man. I'm just gonna say. I mean, shit. Much different from what I was gonna expect meeting you. So you are good shit at UC. You know what I'm saying? Hammer, always good. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
You know, share this video, subscribe and bang the bell. You know what I'm saying? Slap a bitch on the way out and have a shot for me. Shit.
All right. Everybody knows where to find Undead Chronic and Psychosoap. Hopefully, subscribe to these channels, gentlemen. The more that you support, the more that you share, like, comment with these channels, the better it helps us. It helps the algorithm. It's not going to help when they drop that fucking nuke on us and take away my 40,000 subs again when I get back there. Hey, I'm almost back to 5,000 in like 10 days.
My bad, Hammer. Just to answer life, no, I have not personally met Undead Chronic. Just in this stream.
No, just in the stream there. Cool.
Wait,
Cool.
You smoked weed before, right?
Absolutely.
And you've met me. Then you've met me.
There you go.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Yeah, you good. You good.
Well, I'm meeting you now.
Dust brothers. All right, gents, I'm going to pack this one in. Not that way, you filthy motherfuckers.
Oh.
And we're going to get wrong and go to bed. You guys have a good one. Peace out. Love, peace, and hair grease and all that good shit. Peace.
Love you, brothers.